Hello, namaste everyone. This is Rupi Raja and today I will do the NFO review for DSP Nifty IT Index Fund. Before starting my NFO review, I'd like to give the disclaimer. The facts and opinions given in this video is not financial advice. The disclaimer is given to clarify that my content is for informational and educational purposes only. While I share my analysis and perspective on stocks and mutual funds, I am not a certified financial advisor and everyone's financial situation is unique. The disclaimer ensures you understand that any investment decision should be based on your own research or guidance from a licensed professionals as equity market carry risk. It's all about keeping things transparent and encourage responsible investing. So before talking about the DSP mutual fund, I would like to explain what is an NFO. NFO stands for new fund offering and a new fund offer is the first time an investment firm offers a new mutual fund to its investors. It is just like an initial public offering but it is for mutual funds. Now talking about what are mutual funds, a mutual fund is a financial vehicle that pools money from many investors to invest in a diversified portfolio of securities such as stocks, bonds and other assets. Investors buy unit or net asset value units in the mutual fund, becoming partial owners of all its holdings, and a professional fund manager manages that portfolio on your behalf and expense ratio is charged for it. So talking about the DSP Nifty IT Index Fund, the launch date for this mutual fund is 2nd June 2025 and the end date is 16 June 2025. There is no exit load and the allotment date for the units of the mutual fund is 20 June 2025. This DSP Nifty IT Index Fund is an open-ended index fund that aims to replicate the performance of Nifty IT Total Return Index, which includes the top 10 IT companies in India based on the free float market capitalization. It is a passive fund and I am not personally a good fan of passive funds. The scheme is managed by Anil Ghelani and Dipesh Shah and they have both managed their passive funds very well and the fund house DSP is also very good. Talking about the benchmark which this DSP IT index fund will follow, it is the Nifty IT index and with 96% of revenues from international markets, the Nifty IT index fund provides diversification from India specific risk. This index will contain the top 10 Nifty IT companies, that is TCS, Infosys, HCL Tech, Wipro, LTI, Mindtree, Tech Mahindra, Persistent Systems, Oracle Financial Services, Coforge and Mphasis. Talking about the valuation of this Nifty IT index, as you can see, this is the price to earning ratio of the index over the long term and I have made this on Skinner.com. You can see over here, currently the price to earning ratio of the index is close to the long term median value. Talking about price to book ratio also, it is also close to the long term median value, so you can say that it is fairly valued. Before moving on, I would like to advise my subscribers to make an account on Skinner.com because it is a very good website to see the valuation of stocks and various indexes, and I personally found it very good. Even though I did not get any sponsorship from Skinner.com, it is a good website to look at. Talking about the return expectation of the Nifty IT index fund, the 10-year CAGR is close to 15% and I feel that it is a good return. Talking about the taxation, it will be taxed just like all other equity funds at 20% and 12.5%. But you should note that this tax structure can be changed anytime in the future by the government of India. Talking about my opinion, as already shown in the few previous slides, the IT index is fairly valued and not very undervalued. Mr. Donald Trump is a wild card that can put tariffs suddenly before India-US free trade agreement deal is successful and 95% is linked to the US trade policies. So this makes it very risky because Mr. Donald Trump is very unpredictable and it is not for the faint-hearted to invest in this IT index because suddenly Mr. Donald Trump can put any tariff and it can cause huge loss in the IT index. And personally, I am also not a great fan of index fund because they have tracking errors, so I will not invest in this NFO. If you are very conservative and have a time horizon of investment of more than 5 years, then you can start a SIP in this NFO. If you are smart like me, then what you can do is you can go to the IT index fund and you can see the top 10 Nifty companies of IT which are in this index, and in that you can see over here all the 10 Nifty IT companies, and in that you can do just some basic analysis and you can know which are the top performing companies and which will continue to outperform in the future, and you can directly buy these company shares in your demat account. So talking about suitability for different investor types, if you're a conservative investor, then you can start a SIP in this NFO. If you're a balanced investor and have 50-50 portfolio allocation in both stocks and bonds, then you can start a SIP or lump sum in this NFO, but you should have a time horizon of investment of more than 5 years. If you're a goal-oriented investor and you have a goal after 5 years, then yes, you can start a SIP or lump sum in this NFO to meet your goals. If you're a passive investor and you invest in passive funds, I would suggest you to go for active funds for high returns. But if your time horizon of investment is more than 5 years, then answer is yes for starting a SIP or lump sum in this NFO. If you are an active investor or a young investor, you can skip this NFO. If you are an aggressive investor, then also you can skip this NFO, and I would suggest you to instead go for large cap actively managed mutual fund. If you are a diversified investor and you have allocated good percentage of your portfolio to gold, large cap, mid cap and small cap, then you can ignore this NFO. If you are a speculative investor and you want to trade for the short term, then you can skip this NFO because this scheme will not give you bumper returns. But there is a condition here. If India USA free trade agreement is successful, then this index can see sudden rise in its value and you can make good returns from it. So I would suggest you to allocate 5% of your portfolio to this IT index in case US India free trade agreement is successful. And I feel that US India free trade agreement will be done within 1 year. If you want to read about the scheme details for this DSP Nifty IT Index Fund, I have attached them in the description of this video. Before ending the video, I would like to promote myself. If you want to book any consultation related to investment, portfolio consultation, mutual fund advice or stock advice, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I will attach my LinkedIn profile in the description of this video. And on LinkedIn, you can directly message me for consultation detail. I am Ritik Tiwari and I did my graduation from BITS Pilani. I will share my personal insights and personal strategies to generate a return of 12% or more on your portfolio. Note that I am not a certified financial advisor yet, so I won't recommend specific stocks to buy or sell, but I will provide valuable perspectives on what I would have done if I was in your position to help you make informed decisions on your portfolio. So that's a wrap on today's NFO deep dive. We have crunched the numbers, dissected the story. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep decoding the market together. Hope you like this NFO review. Thank you. This is Rupi Raja.